But in Ultraman news, the Ultraman Z listing first was rumored. Now it's on Amazon. I believe it might be on deep discount now. January 28th is the, I'm saying tentative date, because they still have Blazar.
That'd be 3 months in a row we get an Ultraman release.
I am not believing that we get 3 Ultraman Milk Creek releases in a row. I'm going to say we might get this in February, March, honestly. But, I mean, January 28th already is putting it at February. I'm going to say beginning of March. And then
you don't. Yeah, it would be crazy if they did it because it's just like one after the other. I believe Z. I think the movie was dubbed. I think the series is not dubbed though.
Okay. Yeah, it'll be.
If I'm remembering this correctly, I know it was like one of the first like YouTube ones where they posted the whole series. Obviously, they did Decker to follow. I'm surprised, that I feel like that we're kind of like jumping around and we're getting a lot of new stuff. Yeah. I'm surprised we haven't gone back to a classic series yet.
Yeah, some of those Australian series would be nice.
Yeah, I mean, they exist.
Fantasy.
There's Blu-ray versions of that exist.
Yeah. I've been holding out on buying a bootleg dark fantasy series because I'm like, Milk Creek might do it one day. And they're supposed to be. They're going to try to get everything to us. Besides the Z Blu-ray, the other news for Ultraman was the Arc movie has been announced. I mean, we all knew that was coming. Arc, the movie, Clash of Light and Evil, premieres February 25th in Japanese theaters. Here in the States, we could assume maybe next November we're going to be getting that Blu-ray again. If we're lucky, maybe it'll be out for San Diego Comic-Con like they did this year with the Taiga set. I doubt it. I'm thinking they're going to tour this thing around, do the whole tour thing that they usually do, Subaraya, and we'll get it on Blu-ray eventually.
Yeah, it'll happen eventually. I want to see this movie. I think Arc, at this point, I'm probably just going to be waiting till the Blu-ray comes out to watch it. I'm just way too far behind at this point to catch up on it. I saw the trailer. It's got the evil Ultraman Arc in it. We'll see where they go with that. I feel like it's a trope.
Yes. I mean, the whole series is about imagination, and that's about all they can imagine is another Dark Ultra.
Yeah, I know. It's
I've enjoyed it. We're in a little Ultra chat here. We brought it up before, and there's some very vocal people that we talk to that are just not liking Arc. I enjoy it, but you gotta remember it's a kid's show, and after Blazar, it's like really hard to follow up. I mean, that was an incredible first series to drop on the States, and it's going to be a tough one to follow up for a long time, I feel like. Blazar was a incredible Ultra. Definitely a really popular modern day Ultra. A lot from the group that we're in with the chats, he's definitely popular, and they're like, oh, we don't want him associated with Arc. Is basically how that comes off. But
yeah, I'm excited to see it, but it's going to be one of those things where I'm going to wait for the Blu-ray to come out because at this point it's just taking way too long.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll watch the next series live.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, definitely. We should do our Ultraman TV reviews again next time around. Which is, speaking of, we're talking about the next series, it's Ultraman Omega has been trademarked. And around the same time last year, when we were reviewing Blazar, the series wasn't even over yet, and Arc had already been trademarked. You can assume that the next series will be Ultraman Omega, which sounds pretty cool. Not sure what it's going to be like. It sounds like it should be a little more intense than Arc is. Arc is a lot of imagination, kid-oriented. Maybe this was going to go between the line of Arc and Blazar now. We'll see. We got nothing but a name right now. But we could all assume that Omega will be the next Ultra.
Yeah, no, it's a cool name, but obviously we don't know anything else beyond that.
It makes me think of Kamen Rider Amazons.
Yeah.
When they would transform and would go Omega.
Yeah, that was such a dark series.
It was such a fun one, though.
Yeah. But yeah, excited for Omega. You know, all the Ultraman news has been really good, and I think the manga's wrapping up in December over here. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I believe Volume 20 is the last one.
Oh.
It's really hard to...
The Ultraman manga, not Along Came a Spider.
Yeah, no. No, not Along Came a Spider-Man. That manga, I feel like they have
This one.
quite a ways to go with it. Yeah, that one.
Yes.
Yeah. Along Came a Spider-Man, I feel like they have quite a ways to go with it before that's done.
Yeah.
If they were to wrap it up soon, honestly, I'd be a little disappointed with it. I feel like that probably needs another... I feel like you need at least another 6 months.
Yeah.
To really do a full arc on the story. So far on it, I feel like they have to get away from this Monster of the Week format when they're going to actually end it.
Yeah.
They have to come up with a big full arc that takes a couple months.
I mean, we know Mephiles and Doctor Doom is like the end game of it all.
Yeah, but
right now they're both kind of. It's like they're both...
It's very Monster of the Week.
Yeah, they're both like Rita and Lord Zed kind of like up in the sky. They're like, let's send out this week's monster.
Yeah, we've gotten some progression on it, and, it's got quite a ways to go, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed it. This arc is... The whole Gango arc with the spider thing is... It's dark, but kind of like... slow action wise, and I get what they're doing. They're kind of giving Peter that whole I'm in this world, and even in this world I'm being accused of being a bad guy. So
yeah, but then that was 3 pages of a manga.
Yeah,
like, that wasn't even like it's very like written. I'm sure it's being written as it's like coming out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure they don't have backlogs of these issues that they're just releasing, but it's like very like I feel like this arc wasn't super
great
planned out.
Yeah.
Like it seems like a little like flying by the seat of their pants. A little bit. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll cover. I'm thinking like we didn't cover this chapter that came out this week. We're gonna cover the. I'm assuming it's gonna be the next 2, maybe 3. We'll wrap up this arc and then we'll get into the next one.